Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's been so long, but today I'm reviving this channel. And so what am I doing? Well, in a bid to revive this channel, I will just be doing anything that I can do, right? So today I have a mini project that I want to do. It's a weighing scale. It's an Arduino weighing scale, but it's not really a technical video or anything like that. Don't worry, I'm going to explain a lot of things in very simple terms, and I'm not going to explain some things too, and I'll just let you listen to my thoughts as I go through today. So I have quite a few things that I have to go out to get because it's been a while since I've done a project like this. So join me on this journey to make a weighing scale. Maybe I would even understand my weight. Alright, let's start this. Going out can sometimes be a lot of fun, but in the rain it's a little bit challenging. Also, when going out like this, it's always interesting because they don't always know what you're looking for. I wanted to get a hot glue gun amongst other things, and it turns out that that is actually being called a candle gun, and the glue sticks are being called candles. Interesting. Okay, so just go back, and now I have to build the weighing scale. These are my sensors. They are the ones that will detect the weight of the object, the four together, and these are the stands that I would use to hold the sensors to the platform. Now I have to connect my sensors and the stands together, just put it in one by one. After that, I'm going to be using this module. So the best way I can explain it is that this is the interface between the sensors and the controller. Now I'm going to place the sensors at the four ends of the platform. It turns out that you have to measure the resistance between each of these wires because you are trying to find the center wire. So the center wire is going to have a resistance of 1000 ohms from both ends. So that's what I'm trying to measure here, just to make sure that I'm on the right page. And I figure out that red is my center wire. I'm using layman's terms so that it's kind of clear. This is my module. I want to solder the pins so that I can hold it together with the Arduino. I'm going to be connecting 4 pins to the Arduino: VCC, ground, DT, and SCK. If you don't know what that is, you don't need to bother, but those are the pins that will carry information from this module to the brain of my device. You would see the brain of my device at some point in this video. So I've soldered everything, beautiful, and the next thing I want to do now is to actually put my sensors on the platform. So I'm going to be using the glue gun that I talked about earlier. So here it is. They call it a candle gun. So this is my candle gun. The glue gun works by melting plastic. So it just melts a little bit of plastic there, and it forms a very good and rigid connection. That's why I wanted to get it and use it. The alternative would have been to use screws, but I didn't want to use screws because it can just be very stressful. So now I'm done gluing my 4 sensors to the platform, and now my platform is sitting, even though it's not sitting very well. But now I'm going to connect the wires together. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to loop the wires. I've already connected black and black together on the horizontal ends. I'm going to also connect yellow and yellow together on the vertical ends, and then my red wires are the ones that will actually go to that module that you saw earlier. So we have E plus, E minus, A plus, A minus. Those are just what we call the pins that the wires will be connecting to. So I know that my packaging is not so good, but then it's the best that I could do with the time that I had on my hand. So there you have it, everything well taped. I really want to make sure that nothing is moving around. Partial contact is my enemy in this kind of situation, and that is why usually when I use connectors like this, so what I'm trying to do right now is that I'm trying to figure out, are these wires continuous? What I mean is that, do they carry current from one end to the other? Are they broken in between? If they are broken in between, I really don't want that. So that's why I tested it first with the multimeter. Now I'm just labeling the wires one after the other E plus, E minus, A plus, A minus, just to connect it to my red wires very soon. So somebody said when you use the right tools you don't have problems. I love tools. If you want to gift me a tool, please buy me something, buy me a tool. So if you look closely, I am making sure that the connection points are so that the reason is because partial contact is an enemy for projects like this. What do I mean by partial contact? So that's a situation where your wires are connecting but they are partially connecting, so like they are shaking, and that makes things a lot more difficult. Now I've gotten to the part where I actually want to program my device, so I'm going to connect it to my computer. This blue board that you see, the blue dot that you see over there, that is the brain of the device that I'm going to be building. So I'm just testing out everything to see if it is continuous, no partial contact, because I can't imagine doing something and then there's partial contact in the middle. Sorry, I really don't like it. So once I figure out that all my wires are well and good, they are in good health, I connect everything together, upload my code to it, and now I want to calibrate my device. So I've already built the weighing scale, I have measured my weight, you can see me there trying to calibrate the device over and over and over again. My weight is actually something around 53-54 kilograms. So I'm trying to put in the calibration code here and weighing it again. So you see 54, 53, and it goes to 56, 53, 54. So it's fairly accurate. It's not very accurate, but and everything has scattered again, so I have to redo it once again. The kneeling down is one of the most interesting parts, like the humbling part of the process. Like, get to your knees and make sure that this works. But yeah, so it's an interesting process. My dad came around and now it's still 56, and I'm wondering at this point what exactly is going on, but I'm still trying to calibrate it. But then I just noticed that the weight sometimes it's around plus or minus like 1 or 2 kilograms. So now I want to see what my dad would weigh. I think indirectly maybe was trying to observe, hope my TV is staying inside this house today, because why are you connecting things to my TV? But my parents are always supportive of things like this. So I'm trying to check his standard weight and then his weight with my device, and his weight is actually somewhere around 61, 62, and that is my weighing scale. Bye. So that's my project. A big shout out to my Professor Adeyeri, for the opportunity to be able to carry out this project. I intentionally made this video to carry a non-technical crowd along, and if you are watching and you don't know anything about robotics, you don't know anything about coding or the likes, this video was actually made so that you can follow along. I may have done a terrible job at that, but still the concept, the message I'm trying to pass across is that the world is becoming more technological every day. Somebody can wake up in the morning and by night they've done something novel. I would encourage you to pick up a programming language or just learn something technical today. It's not as difficult as you think it is. It is actually easier, even with the advent of AI and other things today. So this is your encouragement to learn something technical. If you like this video, drop a like, subscribe. I really don't know what is coming next after this, or if anything is coming next on this channel, but it was really nice to make this video for you guys. Thank you for watching. I would see you hopefully in the next video. Bye.